Oh hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to our completionist run here in Might and Magic VII. Now I said at the end of the last episode we'd be meeting Queen Catherine, and we will be doing that, although in between episodes it occurred to me that I forgot to do one of the side quests. Initially I wanted to get this taken care of before I started this part, but you know what, it's okay, We'll probably do this at some point during this episode. I'm talking, of course, about this one in Tatalia. For some reason, I forgot that this dragon was in Tatalia, and I thought he'd be in Nyon, which is a later region. But you know what? Let's not worry too much about the order of things, because ultimately it doesn't matter. This being a completionist run,
What's that smell?
we would have been doing everything by the end anyway. So now we are finally inside Castle Griffenheart. And let's just take a look around. Pretty cool looking environment, I have to say. There we have the standard of Erathia, the banner. One of those two is probably the correct term. But yes, we need to make our way to see the Queen, and there are a couple ways we can do that. We can walk around and go the intended way up and down these staircases, or, as I'm sure you've already noticed, there's a glowing part on this wall over here, and it's glowing red because of Roderick's perception skill. He is now a master, and he is perceptive enough to spot that. If we click on this, that opens. If we click on this, that opens as well, giving us a shortcut to the throne room. Before I talk to the Queen, I'm just gonna make my new episode save. Alright. Let's enter the throne room and let's talk to the Queen. I'm really looking forward to this because I do love Queen Catherine, and I'd been running my mouth for so long that I guess the Queen is done for the day, and we can't really talk to her. Now, I could load my game. In fact, you know what? I'll probably just load my autosave. And since we've already seen...
Let's go.
You know, what I wanted to show you, the two alternate ways that you can go through. We're just gonna go straight through the shortcut to the throne room. I'm gonna make yet another save. I'll just overwrite that save. And now we'll talk to the Queen. Here we have Queen Catherine. And she apparently has been talking to Lord Markham. Hopefully he hasn't talked to her recently because of, you know, that little incident that happened when we visited his mansion in Tatalia. So hopefully she hasn't heard about that. But what she has heard about is the fact that we are now the new Lords of Harmondale. And she asks why we are requesting an audience. Well, it's because we want to know if there's anything we can do for her. So let us ask. And let's skim through what she's saying right now. So she admits that she didn't think there was much substance to us until the Dwarf King recognized us as the rightful rulers. And obviously he did that because we did something for the Dwarf King. We rescued some of his subjects from those mines in Bracada where they had been turned to stone by the Medusas. So it was a pretty daring rescue mission that we carried out. And I guess she's heard about that. And now she thinks perhaps we are capable enough to do something for her. And it would seem that one of her spies was captured and imprisoned while he was in the Tolarian forest, and he's been kept in a cave. His name is Lauren Steele, and they are threatening to execute him if their demands are not met in 28 days. Okay. Now, I think this time limit might actually be legit. In either event, we're gonna try to not test this and to rescue Steele before the time is up. One thing that I want to do is, let me just save my game. I'll save it in a new slot. Because if that timer is legit, then my strong suspicion is that it starts from when you accept that quest. Next, we need to make our way to the Tolarian forest. And I'm sure we have plenty of time. So, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna check to see if any of these legitimate modes of travel. I guess every mode of travel is legitimate, whether you take a ship or the stables or if you just walk, but taking ships or stables will generally save you a bit of time.
We're going to have to come back later.
Okay, so that isn't helpful. So, this was my save, right? Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can catch the stables and see if they are perhaps going to the Tolarian forest. If not, then we'll just go to it the old way by just walking over land. But I just want to see if perhaps we can save a bit of time. And of course, in order to get there, I need to get there before 6. Let's see.
Traveling today?
So, okay. These guys aren't going to the Tolarian forest either, so you know what that means. That means it's time to pull up the old walkthrough and see the quickest way to get to the Tolarian forest. I always forget. I just never... I don't have a good sense of the geography of this area. I am much more at home in Might and Magic VI and Might and Magic VIII, but I always forget where exactly I need to be to get to the different parts in this game. So if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna look this up. I think you can get there from Harmondale. Okay. So traveling north by foot from Harmondale. Okay, so okay, I think a quicker way would be to rest until dawn. Now we go to Harmondale. And now we travel north.
Hello.
Say hi to our golem. It's cool that you can actually talk to him. Which is... What? Okay, so something is clearly glitching out in my game. So let me take a break from things just to talk about why I think there's a glitch. So this quest isn't supposed to exist at all right now. This quest is supposed to be unlocked after time passes upon the resolution of this quest plus one other quest that's given to us by the Elven King in the Tularian Forest. So we were given this quest before we should have gotten it. Additionally, this quest isn't supposed to become available until this quest is resolved. So the quests in this game are glitching out, and I'm gonna try to do them in the intended order. Meaning, I'm gonna resolve this quest, I'm gonna get the other quest from the Elven King, and it's gonna be a bit tricky because a lot of these quests have their own timers. So I think right now we've got, assuming these quests are properly active, several timers operating simultaneously. And it's gonna make things very complicated. Okay. So now we are in the Tularian Forest. 6 days have gone by. We should have plenty of time to rescue Lawrence Steele. So let's focus on that first. Let's focus on that first. And let's cast Wizard Eye as well. And now we need to go to a castle here in it's also 7 in the morning. We need to go to a castle here in the Tularian Forest where the Elven King is residing. And I believe this must surely be it. No, that's something else. So let's not bother with this stuff. Let's just follow this weirdly long bridge. And is this perhaps the castle, or is this something else? No, that's Clanker's lab. That's a totally different part of the thing that we won't be going to until later in this game. Alright. Sorry, I'm a bit thrown by the fact that the quests are glitching out, and it's really bothering me, and I don't know if something is glitching out in my game in particular, or if this is just something that... Okay, there's a bit of combat going on over there. I'm not gonna bother too much with it. Okay, was the castle in the town? I don't think so. Or maybe it is. Is this the castle? It doesn't really look like a castle. It looks pretty small, but okay, I guess that was indeed the castle. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and find where the throne room is. We're gonna have to operate an elevator to take us there. I guess we are. Alright, again, pretty cool environment, although my commentary is probably going to suffer just because of my anxiety over whether or not the quests are glitching. And can we... Okay, so it seems can go here. Why are there hostile things? Anyway, I don't even know. Is this the throne room? Yes, it is. Okay. So, here's what we can do with the Elf King. Alright. I think they're missing a space in his name. Okay. He also has a quest for us, and his quest is that he wants us to steal some plans from Fort Riverstride. Okay, what are these plans for? The plans to Fort Riverstride. So I guess the blueprints is what he wants. He's given us this quest. Alright. So, having done that, I'm gonna save... this was a previous episode. This was before we talked to the Queen. This is right after we talked to the Queen, and I'm gonna save after this, because a lot of complicated stuff is going on, and I need to have these multiple save slots just in case I need to fix something very specific. Alright, so you noticed one extra dialogue option. If we wanted to, we can actually tell him about Queen Catherine's mission to rescue Lawrence Steele. And if we do that, then what happens is the quest will be updated. We now have an imposter Lawrence Steele. And if we look at our quest log, it's updated the quest, and we can now complete it by returning the fake Lauren to Castle Griffenheart instead of what our original quest was, which was to rescue the actual Lawrence Steele from the Tularian caves. But I'm not gonna do it this way. I am going to rescue the actual real Lauren. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna immediately gate back to Erathia, because if we can tell this guy about Queen Catherine's mission, the reverse must also be true, that we can also tell Queen Catherine about this guy's mission. And indeed, if we go to her, I think we should still be well within any potential time limits. So let's just walk straight through. First of all, let's note what the quest says right now. Retrieve the plans from Fort Riverstride, which is a place we have not even entered yet. And we can now talk to her about the Elf King's mission for us. And upon telling her about it, she gives us a fake set of plans, the false Riverstride plans. There we go. So we are going to deliver these to the Elf King. And to do that, we need to go back to the Tularian forest. So let's go. We will need to... Well, let's see if any of the regular travel options are perhaps taking us directly there. No, you aren't, but perhaps the stables are. Okay.
Traveling today?
Tatalia, Bracada, neither of those. Well, I was gonna say we could go to Tatalia to complete this quest, but we'll do that at the end of the episode. I think it makes more sense to just rest and wait until dawn. Let's cast Flight again, and let's just check the stables and also
Traveling today?
the ship. Just in case maybe one of them is going to the Tularian forest and save us a bit of time. Alright. Come on.
Welcome aboard!
Okay, you aren't going to where I need you to go. So we're gonna go back to Harmondale.
Hey there!
We'll say hi to our golem again. And we're gonna... go back to the Tularian forest. a lot of back and forth. I'm doing it this way just because I feel this way of doing... Okay, I messed something up. I did not buy food before doing this transition. So I'm going to load my autosave. And I'm going to quickly buy some food before I do this. Shouldn't take long. I'll just need to pop right into this tavern quickly.
Come in, come in. Right away.
6 food is going to be enough for us to do one transition. And we're just going to... We are just going to fly back to the Tolarian Forest. Now let us, for the final time, at least for a while, cast our spells. Because now what we need to do is we need to go back to the castle. We need to deliver these false plans to the Elf King. And then I am going to go to the Tolarian Caves to rescue the real Lauren Steele. But first we need to give these fake plans to the Elf King. So let's quickly do that. And you can do it either way. This isn't really a good versus evil situation. Okay, so now this is weird. Hang on. I'll save... Oh, God. I'll save my game here. And what does this mean? Oh, if we say that the plans are false, he executes us. That's a fun little thing. Instead of doing that, we're gonna give him the plans without telling him that they are fake. And let us quickly run away before he realizes that anything is up. Although I don't think that's how this game works, but just for the sake of role-playing, let us run away hastily. Let's also try and figure out... Okay, that's the elevator button, so let's hit that. And now we need to go to the Tolarian Caves. Okay, all kinds of stuff is going on, but I think so far I'm doing things in the proper order and I haven't broken any sequences. The only sequences that were broken were the ones where the game was glitching out and gave us quests that we shouldn't have access to yet. But because we haven't made any progress in those quests yet, I don't think that anything will have broken. And it's possible that you can even do the quests out of order and it won't matter. But I want to be on the safe side. And now we need to find the Tolarian Caves, and I've gotta be honest, I've completely forgotten where they even are. Before I immediately look at a walkthrough though, let's just fly around the map. Maybe something will jump out at us. What's this? Is this a thing that we've done before? Let's check it out. Okay, all of us have already won that particular contest. So let's not worry about it too much. Maybe in the northwest corner? Let's follow this road for a while. No, that doesn't look like it goes anywhere. What about here? Okay, I am kind of stumped. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just gonna hover here for a while, and we're just gonna quickly look up the map of the Tolarian Forest and see where the caves are. Okay, there's Castle Navan. Oh, this walkthrough is not helpful for this particular area, because it mentions that the Tolarian Caves are one of the areas on this map, but then it doesn't say where on the map they are, so that's not really helpful. So I'm gonna have to look up a second walkthrough and okay, but this has the second walkthrough has the added problem that the things are numbered, but the numbers don't show up properly on mobile, so every time it's a double-digit number, the first half of it gets cut off. So if the items on a map are numbered 1 to 50, all I can see is 1 through 0, and then it flips over, and I need to exert a huge amount of mental effort to figure out what the marking actually is, which refers to the thing that I need to go to. Now, let's see. Where on this map are the Tolarian Caves? 42, I think. So somewhere around the north. So around this area where I had already flown, but where I didn't see anything. Now that we know to go here, let's see if perhaps something... Oh, is it... Is it here? Hang on. Yeah, see, this battle shouldn't even be going on right now, because it's part of a quest that should not have triggered yet. Okay, again, sorry about this. I just need to make sure that I'm in the correct place. Okay. Hang on, let's descend down here. Okay, I think those were the caves. Yeah, okay, that's pretty hard to see. That's pretty difficult to spot.
This has all the making.
Alright, immediately got some wyverns to fight. Alright. We're gonna have to cast our buffs because we are in for some pretty heavy combat from the outset. Okay, now let's also cast Heroism. Alright. You know what, sure, let's start picking up some gold as well. Oh, what? Oh. And of course, because we're in a place where we shouldn't be, these Elven defenders here are hostile to us. Unlike the ones in the... That guy was very tanky. I was gonna say, unlike the ones in the castle where initially they were not hostile, and they would only become hostile if we went into a place where we weren't supposed to go to. I have to say, I do enjoy just how easy it is to take them down.
It's disarmed.
I do also like that our disarm trap is finally high enough that at least most chests we're able to open without traps exploding in our faces. And again, this is another one of those maps where there's weird sound effects triggering because of this stuff. Yeah, I think probably wasn't the best design choice to have such a kind of loud and such an overpowering sound effect triggering for things that would be happening so repetitively, because it really does make it a bit annoying to be around places like that. Alright, let's see what's going on down here. This is a pretty large area, so clearing it is gonna be a bit of a challenge. And hang on, how would we get down here? Is there into this part of the map? So it's a bit grayed out, which tells us that we aren't on the right height level. Like, we're not on the same height level as it is. So if we gain some height and then come back down, and now it seems we are on the... Okay, so we would just walk through from there. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. But before we go down, I want to see if we can perhaps take care of the entire northern part of the map. So let's see if we can do that. I'm going to start casting some spells. Some more Bless. Some more Heroism. Which doesn't last long. Come on. Doesn't last long. Okay. Yeah, we really need to become Master Spirit Magic. We can actually become Master Body Magic, so that is something that we should definitely look into. And if we fell down here, how would we get back up? You know what? Let me save my game. And then let me drop down. Okay. I should have... Okay, I should have fixed my view before I dropped down, but I guess it's fine. We didn't take that much damage. And... What's going on in this room? Are people... are they fighting each other? It looks like that may be what's happening. We've got some wyverns, and it looks like we have more people below us. Alright, let's cast some healing. Save the game again and drop down. Oh, troglodytes. Alright. That was pretty straightforward to take down. And now we're in a different part of the map. Okay. And ooh, we've got some nice big piles of gold, although of course our very greedy NPC companions are taking a huge chunk of that.
It's disarmed.
And we've got some
no
chests with a bunch of garbage in them. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. And some more stuff going on here. So what's going on here? Who are we fighting in this area? I see some wyverns. And is that all we're fighting? What are you guys even doing? What is... Okay. So what is this red dot? Probably a wyvern that was out of view. Yep. Okay. So yeah, this is a pretty confusing map, but I think we've killed everything in the areas that we've gone to, at least so far. So let's go up here. Maybe this is no, maybe not. Maybe. Okay, I guess this is a way to go forward. Yeah, that seems like how you would do it. And then we would go, okay. So we went through here and now we go up here. And we go up these stairs. And that is how you leave. And this is where we started out. Okay. So I think we've done it in a very roundabout way. Like, if I knew ahead of time exactly how these areas connected to each other, I could have probably done this entire thing quicker, but because I didn't, I think we might have wasted some time. I see a chest, like right there. Is there a way to get to it? So hard to see. Is there a... Does this part of the map connect to anything? Or can we just, I don't know, maybe... how do I set my quick spell? Can you not set quick spells in this game? Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. It's down here. Oh, nope. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to set that as the ready spell.
Yes.
Alright. Let's cast Torchlight again. Save again. And I set it as the quick spell because that gives me the quickest way to do that. It doesn't look like we have enough. Let's try it again. This time... Okay, this is gonna be... This time I'm gonna use right click to kind of pause the game in mid... Like, whatever's going on, the game will go to a dead stop if you hold right click. And I'm gonna take a look around. It looks like there is no way, like, I don't see it connecting to anywhere else. Obviously, jumping isn't enough to get there. Maybe if we jump from here, except we don't gain enough height that way either. So let me load one last time. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to get to this thing. Maybe if we... Maybe if we jump from here, although I'm pretty sure we already tried that. Yeah, it doesn't give us enough height. Doesn't look like there's any way to reach. So that's where the chest is. That's the only other thing. You know what, let's forget about this chest for now. We'll come back here later on. where even am I going? So let's go here. Let's use this to jump across. And let's go up here. This looks like a place that we haven't been. Indeed. There's some stuff on the ground. There's a button, a switch,
That's it.
which I'm not sure what it does, but generally in most video games, if you see a switch, you want to press it because it'll do something that either opens something up or causes some other map change that makes something accessible to you. And what the hell is going on here? What? Excuse me? Oh, are these the, what? Excuse me? Is this where we came from? What happens if we leave? Oh no, this is a different part of the caves. This is... Oh, this is the castle. Is this where the guy's being held? I may have messed this up. Uh-oh. Yeah, I may have done something wrong.
We are not safe here.
So, you know what? Let me just
It's disarmed.
cast a few heals.
It's disarmed.
Nothing on this bed, and okay, yeah, I think I messed this up. You know what? I'm just gonna load my autosave, and oh boy, we're now in this area. Now in this area, alright. You know what, I think at this point I'm just gonna look. I am just going to look this up. Because I don't wanna go inside the Tularian caves if I don't need to. Oh man, this place is... place is very huge. Okay, so it looks like we perhaps did indeed need to go this way after all. Oh. I've already forgotten. Okay, this is... No, this isn't where we need to go. Or is it? Hang on, let me look at this map. No, this is definitely not where we need to go. This is the main part of Castle Navan. So... we don't want to do this. So then where do we want to go?
Sorry, can't help.
It's a crappy longbow. Yeah, this is a quite a conundrum, and you know what, I'm just gonna not even bother about getting knocked off, because I don't think we needed to go that way anyway. So where am I even going? Okay, so I think if I go here, and if I go here, then hang on, let me. Looks like there's a bit of a platforming challenge going on. Let me save my game before I attempt anything. Oh, I already messed up. Oh. Yeah, platforming is not what this game was made for. So putting something like this in the game, probably not the best idea, but at least they tried. Okay, so. Oh, what was the point of this? Or did we jump at the wrong thing? It looks like that may have been what happened. So let's try jumping the other way and seeing if there's... No, obviously not. This is where we came from. Okay, so... this is a pretty confusing map. So... what am I even looking for? Well, one thing that I'm looking for is... oh, excuse me, I punched the microphone accidentally. One thing I'm looking for is... in this part of the map, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of a map like this where there's really no way to tell what to do. Like, there's very little giving you a sense of which direction to go in. Even knowing where I need to go, it's like, how do I get there? It's like, do I jump down? Is that a thing that I need to do? Or do I do something else? Or is this gonna help me get there? Maybe it is. But it looks like it isn't. Okay. What if I go here? Is that gonna do anything for me? I think this... nope. Okay, this is very quickly going off the rails. Now that I'm in the top part of the map, oh my god, oh my god, okay, so... I think I need to turn around and go this way. Okay, and what has this done for me? It hasn't done anything for me because I am on the lower level. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna load my autosave once again, because I don't want to exit the Tolarian Caves. Want to stay in this part of the map. Okay, now we are in the correct spot. And supposedly...
I have no idea.
Okay, so one of these two, like this is a spell scroll, and then this is a message scroll. And this is the scroll that's supposed to tell you... oh god, where the message from Stanley. This is the one that'll tell you the information. And it tells you about an invisible bridge and the teleporters. But the reason I didn't pick it up was because it was very hard to distinguish it from this garbage spell scroll, which I would not have picked up. So that, again, is not exactly the way I would have done it. If I was making this game, I would have made the important lore scrolls a bit more... Why are you falling down? Yeah, why was I dropping down? Oh, I guess the wall doesn't quite meet the floor at that part of the map. So I would have made the message scrolls with important lore information a bit more distinctive looking, because technically they have a different graphic, but it looks pretty similar to the same graphic as for the low level spell scrolls. The other thing I want to look at this walkthrough is that one treasure. Let me see if I can remember where it was on the map. I think it might have been here. No. Well, there's one particular treasure, and when I get back to that room, I'll see if the walkthrough has anything to say about how to get to it. For now, what do we want to do? We want to get back to the northern part of the area. This is its own separate ordeal. So, what would I do? Okay, so this is the room with the treasure in that corner. And the walkthrough doesn't have anything to say about how to get to it, which is pretty unfortunate. Okay. So let me just save yet again. At least now I kind of know what I'm doing. Do I need to drop down? I do need to drop down. I need to go here. And I need to... Nope. I don't need to drop down. I need to stay up. Okay, I'm glad I saved. So I need to get back to this. Those three little things. Those teleporters. I guess I need to turn back around and go this way. Yeah, this is giving me Castle Darkmoor flashbacks a little bit. Oh my god. Oh jeez, okay. I think we should just be able to jump back up. Okay. Except no, I can't do that. I've already fallen down. I need to go up like this. Excuse me, what? How did I even get through this the first time? Has that ever happened to you when you got to an area, you know, legitimately, but then you couldn't figure out how to get back to it, and you were just stuck trying to figure out, well, just what exactly did I do that let me get there the first time? I have to admit, I'm at a complete loss as to what to do here. Alright, so I go here, I go around, I reach this point, and then what? There's no way to get to that chest, except for, I guess, except for, I guess, with telekinesis. Okay, so if I jump across here, that just takes me to the exit. That doesn't help me. So maybe I need to go back through this. Hang on, what if I jump across? Oh, are you actually serious? What if I need to jump across? God, this is so awful. Alright. From here, what can I do? Yeah, platforming, not this game's forte. Okay, now we're back at this. So, I guess these are just teleporters that you walk through, and this one's gonna take us to a different part of the map. So that was the mistake I made, is that I should have saved in front of, hang on. I cast Heroism and cast Bless. I should have saved in front of them. And that would have saved me a bit of time. So I've killed those wyverns, and I think our goal should be in this part of the map. What is this?
Let's leave it behind.
It's just a crown. It looked cool, but ultimately was worthless. Let's just continue. We've got troglodytes as well. And what's down here? Horned wyvern. Not a big threat. And again, these really obnoxious sound effects are going to be annoying us the entire time. I really don't like this. I think that's the teleporter bag. I'm just going to save here. What am I even looking for? I think... So I go through here, and then what? And then I go up. And then maybe there somewhere. Okay, this looks like a prison cell. Here we go. We found Lauren Steele. Let's take him back to Erathia. And this place, I think we can call it clear. And there was that one treasure chest which we couldn't get to, and I guess the only way to access it would be through telekinesis. And it's weird to put something like that in a dungeon like this, and I'll explain why, but before I explain why, let us have our gate master take us back to Erathia. So, you can't get telekinesis unless you have Grandmaster Mind Magic. And you can't get Grandmaster Mind Magic until after you've... you can't get your final promotion until after you've chosen between the different... between the good and evil choice. And the good and evil choice comes after this. So... there's a chest you can only get through telekinesis in a dungeon where you could not possibly have telekinesis if you were doing it along the main quest line. So the only way to open that chest would be to come back there for some reason after you no longer ever need to go there ever again, just to open one chest. And that, not a great way to... not a great way to script that. Alright, now we're gonna go back to Castle Griffenheart. We're gonna return Lauren to his hometown. Maybe not his hometown, but wherever he was from. First, let's talk to her about the fake plans which we gave. And she pays us as well. That's great. Now let's talk to her about the prisoner of war that we've returned. And she pays us some more as well. Okay. Now... oh boy. Now I think... this quest... if the game was working properly, now this quest would be unlocked, and it would unlock itself a certain amount of time after the 2 quests that we just completed were handed in. So now I guess we're ready to do that. I'm not gonna do it just yet. I'm not gonna do it just yet. We're gonna end off this episode by killing Ronthrax, because I do want to wrap up that little loose end before we go on. Before I do anything else, we're going to buy some food.
Come in, come in. Right away.
And we're going to see if any of the paid travel options are taking us to Tatalia. And as luck would have it... wow, that was even more garbled than usual. I really wish I could figure out what causes that audio bug, but I guess we're just gonna... nope, don't want to cast that. I want to cast... come on... Heroism and Bless. And we're gonna cast... Bless, and now we're gonna fight a dragon. And let's see how easy or how difficult this is compared to my first dragon fight from episode 2, I think? 2 or 3. Where we killed the dragon on Emerald Island. Okay, somewhere in the north of the map should be a dragon cave. Got some trolls. Okay, I think this surely is it. Yep, Romthrax's cave. I'm just gonna save there again. We're gonna go inside and...
let's go.
It's a bit dark, so I'm gonna cast Torchlight, although not really helping much. And inside we have a single dragon, Romthrax. Annoyingly, he is allowed to fly, but we aren't. You can't fly indoors, but that's okay. We're just gonna take him down in melee. He's gonna probably be trying to focusing down our cleric. Why are you shooting? Why are you shooting and not attacking in melee? Which is much more efficient, because our melee attacks, especially from these two, are doing massive damage, whereas if we're shooting, we're just doing like the bow damage, which admittedly isn't bad, but it's not getting extra, you know, like our melee weapons are doing extra damage per point of skill in Arms Master, right? So we're doing a lot of extra damage when we hit in melee compared to when we hit but with range, at least for these two guys. Okay, I don't want him to take anybody down. Well, we did a whole bunch of damage to him very quickly. Oh, I accidentally overwrote one of my earlier saves. I hate that the game does that. Alright. So we killed Romthrax. Let's leave his body there for just a moment. Let's talk to you. What? Here, okay. Now he finally recognizes it. Hurrah, the dragon has fallen. We are crusaders. Surely we'll meet again. And I think now... yeah, now he has left. Now we have nobody left following us. And I could multi-loot this guy until we find something. But what I'll do is I'll just loot him until he gives us something.
Mine. Mine.
That's
Let's leave it behind.
kind of a
Well, I can't do everything.
kind of a garbage ring, but I guess we'll take it to sell it, get a bit of money. And what's this on the
Let's
ground?
leave it behind.
Some crappy boots. And if it's not already obvious,
That's it.
this guy was the only enemy in this area. So technically this counts as a dungeon, and technically this dungeon is now clear. Let's make our way out. And I know it might seem like fighting a dragon should have been a more momentous occasion. I should have not done it as an afterthought in a video where I'm doing something else, but honestly, we're well beyond the point where even fighting dragons is gonna take us a long time. And because this was so short, regardless of which video I did it in, it wouldn't have been the only thing. It would just have been a part of a bigger video, so I don't feel too bad about kind of just sticking that dragon fight at the end of this video. What do I want to do now? Well, first of all, let's not get killed by trolls. Let's make our way to safety, because our next objective is going to be to resolve this quest, the Griffenheart quest, and in the next video we may as well even go deeper than that into the main story. But for now, I think we're gonna call this video to a close. I know it might have felt really strange. The commentary might have gotten a bit, distracted. But that was mainly because I am really, really thrown by the fact that the game's main quests are bugging out and becoming available sooner than they should be. Not just because it shouldn't be happening, but also because a lot of these quests have their own timers associated with them where the quest states change if you take too long to do them. And now we've got like 2 things simultaneously. I don't think either of these have timers associated with them, but the first one, right, where she told us we had a 28-day period to do it. It may or may not have been a true timer, but regardless, I'm gonna feel very anxious right up until we resolve this, because I'm really worried that something in this game is gonna break because of how these quests are bugging out. But regardless, we did do some good work in this episode. We gave the fake plans to, I guess that's just his name, Elf King. I thought he was the king of the elves, but I guess maybe that's just his family name. I get who even knows. And we also rescued Lauren Steele, and that is, if the game was working correctly, what we would have needed to do to unlock this quest. So yes, next episode we're gonna deal with that. But for now, let's just reflect on a good, solid day of questing. We also cleared the Tularian Forest Caves. So yeah, I think on that note, I am gonna call things to a close. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll join me for the next one. And if you are eager to know when it comes up, then subscribing is probably the best way to go about that. But regardless, I hope I'll see you at some point. And until then, take care.